Another day, another game beaten. The other day, I beat Metroid 1 on the fucking NES. Like the first original Nintendo, the first Metroid game. I beat it in about 4 hours with the help of chat and the internet and my brother. And I will say that this has been one of the best, like, classic retro game experiences I've had. So it's time for a Metroid 1 review. So Metroid is no different from a lot of the games that came out in this genre, in this era, on the NES, the Sega, all these like old classic games that I've been playing, been reviewing, like Sonic and Mega Man and stuff like that. But Metroid was really fun. I found it really, really enjoyable. I love exploring these worlds, these rooms, these enemies are so unique. I just felt like the game was constantly throwing new things at me all the time. And I feel like that's very, very important. I feel like the diversity of the rooms, diversity of the enemies, diversity of the amount of abilities you get. Samus gets so many abilities, fucking ice beams and bombs and morph balls and special jumps and all kinds of shit. Like the game was just ever evolving, everlasting. And even though the backtracking was very extreme and very hard, and I've got lost all of the time, I still feel like the game was fun because there was just so much new shit being thrown at me all the time. I was always engaged. Now, don't get me wrong, there are rooms in this game that are just absolute bullshit. They're trap rooms. Like, if you get stuck in quicksand, you fall through quicksand in a certain spot, like you're just stuck in a room that's just absolutely, you're just cooked, you're just fucked. There's nothing there to it. Like, the game was just trying to fuck with you. Like, some rooms were just trolling. And I just thought that was hilarious. Even I was like pissed in the moment, but like sometimes I was just like, all right, you got it. Also, this game tells you nothing. No, nothing. You could get a new item, a new ability. You can get missiles, an energy tank, a new beam or nothing. And when you get it, nothing. There's no words that display it. It's not like the game tells you, like, hey, you just got an ice beam, or you just got missiles, or you just got morph ball. Like a little jingle plays, but it doesn't even tell you what you got. Like you have to just experiment, fuck around, and find out what you got. So like, I'm just shooting walls. I'm just shooting the floor, just trying to see what the fuck I can do, like what the fuck the limitations of all these new abilities can do. Like I just thought that was very interesting. I feel like games nowadays don't do that. That's definitely a product of the times. If I wasn't kind of looking stuff up to kind of look at what the fuck I was doing, that probably would have highly frustrated me. But I just find it so interesting that back then they just tell you nothing. Like I couldn't imagine playing a new game, like a 2025 game that comes out and you unlock a new ability and the game doesn't even tell you what it is. Like imagine just a little like dun 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 dun, and then you just move on. Like you find a new weapon, you find the Master Sword or something, and it's just like dun 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 dun, then no explanation. Like I just thought that was so funny. And I also really like that this game, like the energy system, like your health, that enemies constantly drop health. So like there's always this constant like risk versus reward in the back of your mind. Okay, do I want to fight enemies to possibly gain more health or risk losing some? Do I want to run past enemies? Do I want to fight them? Like I was constantly just always debating like, is this worth fighting? Is this worth running past? Is this worth my time? All the time. I love the constant risk versus reward all the time. Again, it just keeps me engaged with every room, with every enemy. Always felt like it was fresh all the time just because of that built-in system of managing my own health. I'm not a huge fan of Metroidvanias and games with this much backtracking and stuff like that. Like definitely if I were to play these games for my own enjoyment, I have to look up some kind of guide or something like that because like I just hate getting lost just for my enjoyment personally. So you play games however you want, but for me, like if I'm gonna play something in this genre, I just really hate getting lost. So that's why I look stuff up just to help me enjoy the game, and it definitely helped me enjoy this game. I had a lot more fun playing it that way. If I wasn't looking stuff up, I probably would have just got very frustrated just backtracking, going through the same rooms over and over again. Because once you get an ability, you don't know the extent of the ability, so you gotta like go back and check each room. Like, oh, can I go blow up this wall with a missile? Can I use this door? Like, can I open this door with missiles now? Now I got missiles, I gotta go back and check every room. Like, it's just a lot of backtracking that way. Having a guide definitely like helped streamline the experience to me and made that way more fun. So I would give Metroid 1 a solid 7 out of 10. I thought that game was pretty fun. But you guys let me know in the comments what you guys think of Metroid. And I'm definitely looking forward to playing Super Metroid and Metroid Fusion and maybe Metroid Prime one day. I've never played Metroid Prime. Always heard very good things about it. Let me know what games you guys want to see in the comments and appreciate you guys checking out the 100 Game Challenge.